Pax Vobiscum, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to Dominican Priest Plays channel and to this episode of HELSREACH Part 4. Now, before we begin, I would like to put out one comment that kindly asked me to make a short but specific prayer regarding the current events in the world. The name of the account is Flynn Kostetsky-T5D, and he said that basically no one, be they Iranian, Lebanese, or Israeli, regardless of ethnicity, nationality, political, or religious beliefs, deserves to be woken up to the sound of air raid sirens. Of course, this is in regard to the stuff that's currently happening in the Middle East. Now, I was born in a very turbulent period in Croatia. I was 2 years old when Homeland War began, and I still vividly remember the sirens when I was 3 or 4 years old inside of the capital of Zagreb because of the fear of the bombs falling down, the air raid. So I know the feeling. I know the feeling actually quite well. So, even though I mentioned that we're going to have one bigger prayer at the beginning of this series, I will make an exception this time and prayer specifically for the current events in the world. So, if you want, you can join me in the prayer. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. I pray for the peace between nations in the Middle East, for the spirit of truth and of forgiveness among all the leaders, and the spirit of love, of fortitude, and meekness among those who are suffering. I pray that the will of God, whose Son is Jesus Christ, be fulfilled in your lives. Instead of erasing pain and suffering, he chose to partake in it. Please, whoever is listening to this, it is because of his suffering on the cross that you can know that you are never alone. He is suffering together with you. If you are far from faith, he is suffering next to you. If you are not united with him, he is suffering in you and through you. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimitte nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimittibus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo. Amen. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Okay. Well, continuing with the video reaction, again, thank you for all the comments and of the love that was expressed and the interest that was given in the first three episodes. Also for the clarifications on the last part, because it was a little bit confusing to me. Now, I'm looking forward to better understanding what's happening within HELSREACH, the city where the siege will happen, with only around, if I understood correctly, 100 space marines, while everyone else is in the most epic combat up in space, where supposedly, if I remember one comment who explained to me, there are literally millions, if not billions, of humans and orcs engaged in combat. So without further ado, let's continue with HELSREACH Part 4. He walks as if wounded. Ah. That's a servitor, if I'm not mistaken. Grimaldus. Yeah, the servitors are truly one of the contradictions within the Warhammer 40k universe, uh, from the aspect of always valuing and almost within this context, within this universe, even overvaluing human life. But then again, the Emperor and others are not afraid to experiment on human life, to use eugenics, to combine it with a machine. So that's a contradiction in itself, to say that human life is the best, and then again, mutilate human life and basically take away the dignity of human persons in such a way to create such an existence of a servitor, which from my perspective is still a human person, but basically lobotomized and brought up to a very low level of cognizance, but still able to do specific tasks and computational abilities, right?
I am Grimaldus, Reclusiarch of the HELSREACH Crusade. I am Colonel Saren of the 101st Steel Legion and overall commander of the Imperial Guard forces defending the Hive. Muted clicks could be heard every few seconds from the helms of the knights standing closest to him. Saren knew full well they were speaking with each other over a shared Vox channel. He didn't like it. Not at all. Who are these others? I would meet every commander of this hive, if they are present. They are present, sir. Reclusiarch. Not sir. As you wish, Reclusiarch. This is Syria Tyro, Adjutant Quintus to General Kurov. Commissar Falkov of my command staff. This is Major Mordecai Reichen, Second Officer of the 101st and XO of the City Defense. Commander Corton Barasath of the Imperial 5082nd Naval Wing. A pleasure to serve with the Black Templars again. You have served with the Knights of Dawn before. I have personally, 9 years ago on Dathax, and the 5082s have on no fewer than 4 separate occasions. 16 of our fighters are marked with the Heraldic Cross, with permission given by Marshal Tarrason of the Dathax Crusade. I am honored, Barasath. The Most Honorable Moderati Primus Valien Carsamir of the Legio Invigilata, crewman of the Blessed Engine Storm Herald. Moderati, you speak with the voice of your legion? A full battle group. I am the voice of Princeps Majoris Zaha Mancion. The rest of Invigilata is committed to other engagements. Fortune favors us that you still remain.
I'm not familiar with this character. At first, I thought maybe that's a tech priest, but now I'm not quite sure.
We have much to discuss. Indeed we do. This way, if you please. A city. I am in command of a city. Preparations have been underway for months, but estimates pit the great enemy arriving in system within a handful of days. The hours pass in a blur of statistical outlays, charts, hololithic projections, and graphs. The food supplies for the entire city. Ration projections, sustainable food ration planning. unsustainable food ration planning, with appended lists of estimated sacrificial casualties. Estimates of disease once the city is shelled and civilian casualties are too heavy to be dealt with efficiently. Types of disease, symptoms, severity, risk of contagion, compatibility with the Orc genus. Imperial Guard numbers. Throne what numbers? Regiments, their officers, their live fire training accuracy records, their citations, their shames, their moments of greatest glory and ignominy in a host of distant worlds.
There's a lot of factors to include within the equation of defending the city. And if I'm remembering correctly, this is a hive city, which would mean that there is a huge number of people living over there.
The guard figures alone take 2 days to file through. And this, they say, is merely the overview. Coastal defenses, walls and turrets and anti-air towers, and trade requirements and union complaints and petitions arguing over docking rights and warehouses appropriated as barracks for soldiers and complaints from merchants and dock officers and... Oh. And I endure this for 9 days. 9 days.
He's annoyed.
What is that? Throne of the God Emperor.
They're coming? Ah, the sirens. Oh, that's the irony. I'm getting chills right now because of the prayer at the beginning of the movie and this part and what I shared and the sirens. Right, I had no idea that there would be actual sirens within this part. Mm. Oof. Wow.
People of Hive HELSREACH, do not be alarmed. The enemy fleet has translated in system. The might of Battlefleet Armageddon and the greatest Astartes fleet in Imperial history stands between our world and the foe's forces. Maintain your daily rites of faith. Trust in the God Emperor of mankind. That is all.
It's a weird thing to say, just act as if nothing's happening. There's a huge army protecting us. But as one comment actually pointed out, the fact that there is such a huge amount of Space Marines coming to protect is an indication of the enormity of the enemy army that is coming to invade this world of Armageddon.
You. Hail the Black Templar flagship Eternal Crusader immediately. My lord, I am coordinated... Do it! Now!
He's in command.
Yes, my lord. A moment, please. The Eternal Crusader is making ready to engage the enemy fleet. I can send a message, but their two-way communications are in lockdown without the proper command codes. Do you have the codes, my lord?
It would seem not. Huh.
I am being a fool. My fury is blinding me to my sworn duty. I have the codes, but this is not an emergency.
Okay.
Simply send the following message to their incoming logs with no need for a reply. Fight well, brothers.
Okay. So again, he pacifies the anger that is swelling up inside of him. He remembers his duty, and he sends a clear message with a calm mind.
It's sent, Lord.
I like it.
My thanks.
He even thanks
Forgive
him.
me a moment's cola. We have a war to plan. Until their dying nights, the warriors of the HELSREACH crusade bore their lamentations and rage with all the dignity that could be expected of them. But it was no easy feat. No easy feat to be consigned to a city of several million frightened souls, while above the stained clouds, hundreds upon hundreds of their battle brothers were carving their glory from the steel and flesh of an ancient and hated foe. The Black Templars across the city looked skyward, as if their helms' red eye lenses could pierce the wretched clouds and see the holy war above. Give the order to Imperial forces throughout HELSREACH. Martial law is in immediate effect. Seal the city.
Okay, guys. Couple of comments. First, I want to check what was the last thing that he said because I could not distinguish the voices. Martial law is in immediate effect. Seal the city. Okay. Martial law is in immediate effect. Seal the city. All hell is breaking loose right now. Okay. It's heating up. I like it. This scene over there.
Hundreds of their battle brothers.
Oh, yes, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Reminded me of two images. First one was Warcraft 3, the banner in the background. I don't know, it's not nearly the same scene, but for some reason I had a flashback of like Warcraft 3 scenes, maybe cinematic videos. And the other one actually is Seven Samurai, the old movie from Akira Kurosawa, if I'm not wrong, in 1954 or so. Maybe I'm mistaking a year. It's definitely in the 50s. There are seven samurai on the screen over there, but um, it's similar, you know. Um, a small contingent of army, seven samurai, you know, defending a village. Defending peasants basically from the bandits. They don't have to do it, but they choose to do it. They choose to risk their lives, and in the end, some of them do die. They lay their lives in defense of someone weaker, of someone um, with less education, with less use to the society, we could say. But they see it as their duty. They're warriors, they're samurai, those who serve, literally. So they serve the country, they serve the weakest. It's a beautiful movie with a strong message. And yeah, there are some similarities over here. I mean, like a small contingent of army experts, right? Like samurai, the Space Marines, along with some basically peasants who know how to fight, but they're not really proficient. That's like the usual militia. I mean, the militia here are better, but still, against overwhelming odds that are coming against them. I presume we will see that very soon. Now, what else was interesting over there? What else I wanted to mention? Yeah, I liked the. We already saw Grimaldus and his temperament being forged when he was promoted to the rank of Reclusiarch, the second highest rank within the Space Marine chapter, if I remember correctly. So he was tested in a way again. You know, his urge to contact his fellows, his friends, his brothers in arms, to want to warn them or to join them or something. You know, anger is swelling up inside of him, and then he remembers his duty. It was well acted. Voice acting, of course, the voice acting is perfect, but also the animation and the dialogue in general, how it was written. I don't think it was ever mentioned how large is this hive city, the city of HELSREACH. And yeah, it's just the idea of analysis, of bringing, compiling all the statistical data on the city, every tiniest little bit of detail for 9 whole days of completely like stuffing all the information in order to calibrate the defense as best as possible within the given time frame. We can imagine the pressure that Grimaldus is feeling. Imagine the pressure everybody is feeling. They know that stuff's gonna happen very soon, and they have to use the time that they have as best as possible. And also the honor that Grimaldus gave to some of the soldiers. I presume we'll see more of this guy later on. Yeah, I liked the respect that he gives. I liked, yeah, even though he's a space marine, he's like a genetically modified human being who is above others, who is better than others in, I presume, intellectual capabilities as well, obviously the physical capabilities, the reflexes, etc. He gives respect to them. He does not. He's not condescending. So I liked the character of Grimaldus because of that, and the carrying of the banner and the walking in the beginning. It's very interesting. Okay, I'm actually eager to watch the next episode as soon as possible, because each episode is a cliffhanger a little bit, but this one especially. Because with the sirens and with the martial law happening, the attack is coming. So I'll try to react as soon as possible to the next episode, to the part 5. Until then, God bless you, peace be with you, like, share and subscribe, and see you, bye bye.